My name's Adam Michaels. I was the singer and guitar player for the band Searchlight. Searchlight did release a full-length album called Until the End and After through Unknown Studios, which was Brandon Steinekert, formerly The Used, and is now the drummer for Rancid. You can pick it up on iTunes, or you can get the actual physical copy, which I would suggest doing. I know iTunes has come and completely cleared out people's CD collection, but this is one you should own. It's absolutely limited, and I did all the artwork for it. Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance saw the artwork, and he, and I quote, said, "Who did the artwork?" And someone said, the singer, Adam. And then Gerard Way said, "It's fucking awesome." So that made my day when I heard that, because I think Gerard Way is an incredible artist, incredible songwriter, musician, and just creative being. So as a professional artist now, I sell work, I have limited prints, and technically that album is a limited piece of artwork. And I know that might sound weird or lame, or maybe like not a big deal, but in a way it is, because after it's done, it won't be pressed again. Trust me when I say you will absolutely love the full-length album. If you want to see any of the stuff that I sing or do, there's a few things in my YouTube channel. You can go to Searchlight channel, which has more Searchlight stuff. I actually just posted in my channel the storyboard for the Contagious video that we actually never got the chance to do. About 90% of the entire thing is storyboarded. You'll be able to watch it and get the general picture of what's happening. I've been seeing for years people looking for lyrics and tabs to this song, because that's what you do when something like this happens. You get all excited and you nerd out as a band, and you look to see who's made videos of it and who's posting things. So I'm here to hopefully solve one of those issues. I'm going to show you how to play Contagious. I want to thank everyone so far for the tab videos you have made. They're great. It's really cool that someone in whatever state, and in some cases in a completely different country, that's a pretty incredible feeling to know that someone's taking their time and sitting in their room and rewinding that song over and over again just so they can figure out all the parts to it. So thank you, it is an honor. It was really cool to geek out and write a pretty nerdy song and for it to do something really cool. So hopefully this will help, and go play it with your buddies. Start on standard tuning on the 5th fret, playing octaves. The rhythm guitar is. When I play power chords starting on the A string, I like to use the E string as well and double bar it, just because it makes it a little bit more full. It doesn't work with every chord, but in some cases like this it works really well. So when we first started playing this song, the guitar part that I wrote for the beginning was actually but once we got into the studio, we noticed that it sounded a little shoddy and sounded like maybe there was a screw-up happening, so it just simply became. Now as for the lead underneath all of that, start on the D string, 5th fret. We're going 5 to 3. So we're doing a pull. We're not going to pluck it. It's not that. And then it's going to the G string and going 3, 2, open, and all that's is pluck, slide, and then pull off. I'm also not a lead player by any means. I cannot shred. And then for our verse, the bass is going to lead a lot. And the other guitar is going, almost doing like a backwards power chord. And it's going to be A string, 10th fret, and then you go to your D, and we're on 8, and then your G is going to be on 7. So we got keep your middle finger down on that 8. We're going to flip everything, and we're going to do like an extended power chord, pretty much. And now we're going to go to the 6th fret E string, 8th fret, first finger, bring it to the D string, 7th fret, and then you're going to use your pinky on the D string as well. So the whole thing. It has a delay over it, so it's going to sound a little bit different when it's clean. All I really want. And in the chorus, we're going to start on the 8th, that A octave. Okay, so now we're going to cover the other part that everyone wants to know, besides the intro, the chorus lead, and that's just going to start out on the 13th fret E string, and then we're going to the B string, 11th fret, and then going to the E string, 10th fret, and then going back up to the B string, 10th fret, and then we're ending with the B string, 11th fret. And it just loops. I also haven't played that part in, gosh, that was one of the first parts that I wrote for it, was that, and Matt, the other guitar player, he's been playing it ever since, and I haven't played it in years, so I'm obviously not very good. It's been a while. Back into the intro again, and there's going to be another guitar over the top. It's going to be octaves, starting on the 10th fret, and that one just goes. The second verse, there's a guitar that's being played palm muted, and that's going to be the D string, 5th fret, then going down to the 3rd fret. So there's also another guitar on that second verse on top of everything, and it's going to be a starting out on the 5th fret and 7th fret. It's going to be pretty much a power chord drop down to the D string, and then you're going to take your first finger and you're going to bar on the 8th fret on that D and G string, and then you're going to take your middle finger, is the easiest I think, and go to 8 on the D and then 7 on the G, and then a backwards power chord starting on the D string. So we got. They're going octaves. Alright, so then the chorus happens, and then we go into the breakdown of the song, where everything kind of dies out. And that's pretty much just the chorus chords, or plucking. And that can change however you want it. I think that would change constantly live, the way I would play it, as far as the plucking went. So then you got your other guitar. That'll happen on top of that when the drums start kicking in. And it's pretty much the chorus riff, but we're going to be starting out on the 10th fret G string. So it's the same pattern pretty much down here, but you're just bringing it up on some heavier strings. So then the ending of the song happens, and it's almost the exact same thing as the breakdown. Okay, so here we go. You and I will be in a little two-person band for the time being, and I'll play the rhythm parts, and you will play all the hard stuff.
Time's running out. There were 12 of us, we're down to 7 now. I'm fearing exhaustion. The temperature was dropping down. Is anybody with me now? All I really wanted was the cure. Something was red and tried to erase us. Now that they govern, here to contain us. Bodies were left dead, well past the stages. And like the virus, we're too contagious. Are we over? We are not actors, this isn't no movie reel. The dead were all rising. The Federation's heresy is now the state emergency. And I want my family. 37 hours now, the whole world's rearranging. My life heartbeats changing. This wasn't me. This isn't me. Something went red and tried to erase us. Now that they govern, here to contain us. Bodies were left dead, well past the stages. And like the virus, we're too contagious. Are we over? We're not getting out, so much for getting out. Built up the walls and left us for ruins. We're not getting out, so much for getting out. Built up the walls and left us for ruins. Something was written, tried to erase us. Now that they govern, here to contain us. Bodies were left dead, well past the stages. And like the virus, we're too contagious. Something was red and tried to erase us. Now that they govern, here to contain us. Bodies were left dead, well past the stages. And like the virus, we're too contagious. There's no use standing, we're all falling out over. There's no use standing, we're all falling out over too.
Alright, there you go. Now you guys know how to play Contagious from Resident Evil Extinction. Although Searchlight is no longer a band, you can pick up the album, you can get online, and there's tons of great videos that a lot of fans have made to the songs. And I encourage you to get the album and make some videos to some of the other songs we have. There's a lot of songs that have great storytelling, and I would love to see what you guys come up with. Until then, I'll still keep writing stuff. Thanks for listening, and thanks for figuring out Contagious, and keep playing music.